Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Oh yeah, people are going Shiba crazy, and I mean Shiba crazy. There is a lot of news about Shiba, and with good reason why people are going crazy on it. Just yesterday, if you guys remember, I started a spreadsheet, and I made a suggestion about the fictitious portfolio that I want to show you what happened in just one single day. So before we get started, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button because it helps us get past the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate that. A quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, an accountant, nor an attorney. The advice that I give is freely and of my own opinion. Hey folks, just a quick reminder that back in 2008 and 9, a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings in their 401ks and IRAs because they did not own gold and silver. Yeah, that's right, gold and silver protects you from a market crash. So do yourself a favor, protect your retirement by purchasing gold and silver. You can go to moneymetals.com, reach out to them, and they will help you set yourself up to protect you and your family from having to start all over from scratch. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send along with your order a free half ounce of silver. So folks, do yourself a favor, head on over to moneymetals.com and protect you and your family from a market crash, as well as inflation. So head on over there now. You can actually own physical gold and silver. Go to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. And don't forget to use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y. If you spend more than $100, you will get a free half ounce of silver. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. And you guys know I have an alternative website where I post original content as well as other content that is banned from YouTube. It's $3 a month. All proceeds go to Finding Life's Purpose Foundation, and you have unlimited access. Be very careful of people out there trying to impersonate me. They're asking people to send them money. Don't fall for it. I will not ask you to go to WhatsApp, nor will I ask you to go to Telegram. And here's how you know if I'm the one responding to any of your comments. A person makes a comment. If I respond, you'll see a dark circle around my name. See that? From time to time, I will use material that is copywritten. Just so you know, I am exercising my fair use rights. For those of you who've been with me for a while, you guys know I used to do this thing called Stock Watch. I created a spreadsheet, and it was a fictitious portfolio that we can use. And with that portfolio, we monitored some investments that I talked about that we hypothetically put $10,000 in. So yesterday I brought it back up. I was able to go back and look at the old coins around April 21st is when I did it. You could see if you invested 10 grand in these three cryptocurrencies back then, this is how much profit you would have right now had you just put in just 10 grand. Now, I understand that a lot of you are going, I can't afford 10 grand. Okay, just lop a zero off here. You'd have made 5,000 on this one with just 1,000. You'd have made 23,000 on this one and 8,000 on that one, if you could afford even $1,000. So yesterday I added on some of the newbies, and I put on New Cipher, Veracity, and Polygon as well, but Shiba was up there. Now let me show you something real quick, because this is where Shiba is compared to where I spoke yesterday. So I put the point, 1, 2, 3. $3,750 on a $10,000 investment in just one day. That's how good Shiba is running right now. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. People keep asking me, Pimpy, where's that link you keep talking about to where I can go buy cryptocurrencies? If you look at my videos right here, see where my name is? This is the description of the video right here. If you hit show more, this will open up. You can scroll down where it says Coinbase. See it right here? Click this, and it'll open up the link that'll take you to go buy cryptocurrencies. There's a problem sometimes with cryptocurrency platforms. Whenever they get flooded with people, like what's going on now, because people are, one or two things are happening. People are waking up this morning and they're going, oh my God, I've doubled my money in Shiba, and they're trying to hurry up and sell and grab some profits really quick. Or there's a plethora of people running over and trying to buy Shiba at the same time. So it causes the platforms to do this, which is a pain in the butt. So Shiba is big everywhere. Somebody told me this when I said, oh, look at China's going to affect the crypto market. They are outlawing the cryptocurrency. it affected the market in a big way. It slowed down the hash rates. We saw a decline. But then all of a sudden the cryptocurrencies rebound, especially once the miners got back up and running. And somebody said, well, it's a big deal. China's done it before. I said, what's that? They said they outlawed cryptocurrency and then allowed it to come back. Well, guess what? That's right. China is now talking about lifting its ban off cryptocurrency. What does that mean for the cryptocurrency market? What do you think? 1.4 billion people will have access to it legally. Once again, mining. They're going to allow mining over there. Now, for the record, there are people over there who are crypto savvy. They are using a decentralized platform that can't track them. That's one of the great things about cryptocurrencies. So if they allow it again, you can imagine there's going to be another rush to people going to Shiba. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Got to update a few things about Shiba that I missed last time, or I need to make a correction too. I don't mind doing that. First of all, they're talking about this guy, Shannon Bray, who's a politician who tweets about Shiba 2-3 times a day. He started a Shiba charity where he's invested $700 in his Shiba coins. He says if it gets up to 1 cent, he's going to donate the money to helping homeless vets. Well, that's pretty much what we're doing with our investment. We took some of the foundation money and we invested it into Shiba as well. And the purpose of that is, at the rate Shiba is going, that can help us achieve our goal a lot faster than we would have just leaving the money in savings. Shiba is a coin that even just getting to as much as 1 cent will make a world of difference. Already it's created, I think it said 29,000 new millionaires. That's crazy to think about, okay? Since Shiba's conception. When I started speaking about it, it was at 0.5 zeros and a 9. And it's now up to 4066, I think. We'll check it in a minute. But you can see already politicians are talking about it as well. Elon Musk said he had 0 Shiba coins. 0. It took a small hit, 15% drop, and turned around and rebound and passed it up and kept on going. Okay, so Shiba definitely has staying power. Anyway, Shiba's looking like it's about to get in the top 10 as far as tokens are concerned, which is what you want. So let's go down this list of things that I made a mistake about. I said there was an up-and-coming exchange. It already has one. They already have a Shiba swap, I think is what it's called. Because people keep saying, Pimpy, dude, it's got trillions of tokens in circulation. Trillions. I said, I know. They go, that's way more than any other one. While half of the tokens were given as a gift to Vitalik, the creator of the Ethereum platform, he donated 10% of the Shiba coins for foreign COVID relief. That one donation alone was bigger than any country's donation to the COVID relief. Just that one. And it was a cryptocurrency. 10% of his holdings he sent to the COVID relief as a donation, outdoing any country's donation to COVID relief. The other 90% he donated to what's called a dead wallet, essentially burning the tokens, is my understanding. So half the tokens that were in circulation are now gone, burnt. So that reduces the overall supply by half. The Shiba exchange, when you go on there to trade or do whatever you need to do on their exchange, the fees that they charge are in Shiba coins. So what the platform is doing is all the fees that are generated by the platform, they burn those tokens. So every day the amount of tokens that are in that are in circulation are being burnt. That's what you want. The lower the tokens, the better. Think supply and demand. Jeff Bezos is now considering using the Shiba token with Amazon. Do you understand what that would do to the token? I just want that to sink in there just a little bit. So right now is the time when I told everybody, look, there's a good chance that you just buying $100 worth of Shiba coin can drastically change your life. So right now, $100 you can buy, instead of 2 million, you get 1.5 million tokens. This is one of those things you say, you know what? I buy 100, just leave it there. Let's see what happens. Even just getting the 1 cent can make a difference in your life. I think that's like 15,000 times. Yeah, so on a $100 investment, if it gets to even 1 cent, you get $15,625, not including tax and fees. Okay, you guys? So if it gets to 10 cents, you get 150,000. And if it gets to $1, as you can imagine, 1.5 million. They've already made over 26 or 29,000 millionaires. The coin continues to grow at a rapid pace. Be patient. This will happen when a flood of people are either going to sell tokens to try to grab their profits really quick, or when an army of people are going to buy a lot of the tokens. So just be patient. It is a pain in the butt. This is the one thing that I dislike about cryptocurrencies. So what is going on in the market? You can see gold getting back up to 1,800, and people going, oh, I guess you gave up on gold and silver. Are you freaking nuts, man? No. Having fun with Shiba and the other tokens is one thing. But again, the more I learn about cryptocurrencies, I'm starting to relax my guard a little bit. But I still can't stand the fact that the governments can find a way to outlaw it. But what I'm learning about decentralized platforms is they can outlaw it all they want. But they can't track anything on a decentralized platform, making it almost impossible for them to prevent it altogether. Now, they'll still find a way. If there's a way, if there's a will, there's a way. But I'm just saying, they will make life miserable for crypto holders. As a way of slapping the New World Order in their face, the new CBDC that's supposed to be coming out, one of the companies that they're working with is Visa. For some reason, MasterCard got left off that list. Well, their feelings were a little hurt. And you know what they did? They decided to start allowing cryptos on their card. Yep. You can use cryptocurrencies on your MasterCard, essentially screwing over all the central banks. Yes, they're bypassing the central banks. Now, that's what they get. When their feelings get hurt and they got left off their little list of companies to be in the New World Order, they decided to go ahead and be proactive instead of reactive. While they were reactive to the news, but they decided to be proactive before it hit. MasterCard is now going to allow cryptocurrencies. Yep. And that means a lot of people are going to be rushing over to MasterCard and avoiding the banks. The more people avoid the banks, the better. The more on a decentralized platform, the better. We don't want centralized. We want decentralized. So, no, are you kidding me? I'm not going to get away from gold and silver. What do you think I'm going to do with the money I earn off of Shiba? Besides sending it over to the foundation, we're going to take a big portion of it and invest it into gold and silver so that that foundation will always have a financial foundation. So even on rainy days or if a crash happens, it is secure and still can continue to move forward in its projects. That's the smart thing to do. So gold at almost $1,800 again after it went down a little bit yesterday. Silver, $24.20. It was close to getting to that $25 mark and then came back down just a little bit. But you can see it's quickly recovering. Bitcoin, yeah, 58,000. What did I warn everybody about? Futures contracts. December between 22 and 24,000. We'll see. But that's a pretty big drop from its 66,900 record. It's a little over $8,000. Ethereum, when it drops slow. When it goes up slow. Still lingering around the $4,000 mark, which is good. Ethereum's still my favorite. Let's look at the so-called Ethereum killers. Cardano down 9%. Solana down 9%, but still at 187. XRP still disappointment. Polkadot, 4111. It's down 6%. Oh, what is this? Shiba. Shiba's up 41%. That's because most likely people are taking big chunks out of their other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, converting them over into Shiba. From 509 to now 4067. This is what I was talking about. If you just went to the link, it says Coinbase, you clicked it, you went over to the platform. Now, right now, there's a lot of people over there buying. I showed you the platform. It's down, but just don't give up. Go down in the description and keep clicking that link. And when you finally get in there and you can set up your account, I'm not a financial advisor, accountant, nor a lawyer. This is just my opinion. That you just drop 100 in there. I'm getting my kids to do it. They don't usually like investing. One of them is into gold and silver a little bit. But I'm telling them all right now, I'm literally going to twist their arms and tell them to buy $100. They buy $100. They just leave it alone. They don't pay attention to this kind of stuff. They'll forget about it. And then after a while, say, oh, by the way, you should probably go in and cash in on some of your tokens. You now have a couple 100,000. and you guys can buy your own homes. So we're going to have them do that. So how's Dogecoin doing? Elon Musk's favorite? Well, it's down almost 9.25%. It's down more than 9.25%. Yeah, so you can't beat that. Look at Shiba. Everybody's running to Shiba right now. If it even gets up as much as 1%, you're styling really good on a $100 investment. I can't recommend that enough. So, no, I haven't given up on gold and silver. What the heck do you think I'm going to do with my money once I get it out of the Shiba token? Does it have a chance to get to $1? Right now, Shiba has an army. It only had about 750,000 investors, but in just 1 week, jumped up to 760,000, and it continues to rise at a very fast pace. Yeah, famous people now tweeting about a big boy, I guess, from Outcast. Somebody was telling me, he just tweeted about it the other day, saying some guy was saying you should buy Shiba. He's like, what are you talking about? I already own Shiba. A lot of people are buying Shiba, you guys, and right now is the time. 41% increase. You want to see what it's been doing the last 5 days? Let's take a look. 5 days. More than doubled? Could have doubled your money in 5 days. What has it done in the past month? Well, here's what I was talking about. I was trying to show this yesterday. When I was talking about it, it was around here, somewhere around 5 zeros and a 9. 5 zeros and a 9. Let's see how much it's went up since then. And we're talking about October the 1st. It hasn't even been a month. It's been 3 weeks. You ready? It's at 6.8. 755% increase on your money. That's sevenfold. If you put 10,000 on there, you would now have $75,000 in 21 days if you put $10,000 into Shiba when it was 5 zeros and a 9. Less than a month. Somebody said, hey, Pimpy, you should put that on your over here, because truthfully, that's what you were telling people. Let's see. $10,000 investment into Shiba when it was 5 zeros and a 9 would have got you $43,000 profit in 21 days. That's a good idea. I've been telling people when it was 9, so I'm going to keep it there. So it continues to go up. How long it's going to go, who knows? But this is one of those tokens that doesn't make a difference. We all know cryptocurrencies have a high volatility swing. I'm just going to leave it there and see what happens. The fact that it's gone up somewhere in the neighborhood of almost 6.2 million% since its inception, and it's only been 14 months, and it's already up that much. That's what I was talking about when it created 29,000 new millionaires. All right. So that's what's going on with Shiba. I wanted to bring this to your attention and say, hey, you don't know. If you have discretionary funds, try it and just see. $100 is not going to make or break anybody. It's just a suggestion. If you jump on it now before it gets too high, you can own about 1.5 million Shiba tokens. If you get to $1, you can only imagine what that means. Heck, if you get to 10 cents, penny, you're at 15,000. A dime, you're at 150,000. $1, you're at 1.5 million. How 50 cents, you're at $750,000. Right, you guys? So it's worth thinking about. Speaking of silver real quick, let's go take a look at that hour by hour. Yesterday, I was upset because as usual, it's being manipulated, but talk about resiliency. It did come down from up here. So as you can see, it was heading in the right direction, and then all of a sudden took a little bit of a dip, but going right back up again. I don't know how long they'll be able to keep this down. We know Basel III is at the end of the year, as long as it's not changed once again. Silver is responding to a positive market. We know there's a worldwide shortage on precious metals. Ever since the squeeze, they were showing something in the neighborhood of about 56 million ounces of silver have been removed from the COMEX. So in other words, the amount of silver being held in the COMEX is drastically reduced ever since the original silver squeeze. That I haven't given up on metals, nor would I ever give up on metals, just because I'm talking about at the moment Shiba, because I think this is a good opportunity for people. Doesn't mean I'm ever going to give up on precious metals. That's never going to happen. So look at this. We're talking about, this is the other update that I want to bring to you. One of the things I said that would help out Shiba in a big way, if Robinhood would allow Shiba on its platform, it would be a huge boost. There's already a petition, but it's not just for Robinhood. There's a petition for a ton of other platforms to allow Shiba on it. It's not on very many platforms, and already it's this popular. Woo! So Shiba news surges to record as Robinhood petition reaches 300,000. It's beyond that now. The growing glamour of Robinhood market to add Shiba coin to its platform is helping boost the cryptocurrency to record highs. The Shiba token, as it's known, has risen 13% in the past. No, you can tell this article. That's from yesterday, and even yesterday it was wrong. It was up 36%, and now it's up 40-something today. In the past 24 hours, according to the data from CoinGecko, it is currently the 11th biggest crypto with a market value of $24 billion. It's about to pass up Dogecoin. Eat crap, Elon Musk. The petition on change.org asking Robinhood to list Shiba, a Dogecoin-inspired meme cryptocurrency, now has more than 326,000 signatures on the company's earnings call Tuesday. You can see right here, the CEO of Robinhood said it's carefully considering adding new coins to its offering. Well, it hasn't listed no new coins in a long time. Coinbase just added it last month, and already look at the growth just in the past month. What do you think is going to happen if it gets on Robinhood? This is what I'm talking about. $100 investment might change your life. This is crazy. Word to the wise, another Bitcoin ETF is coming. It's cheaper than the first one. Let me translate what this header says. It's saying another Bitcoin ETF that has the ability to manipulate the markets is coming, driving down the value of Bitcoin. Man, you don't want these people involved in your cryptocurrency. With all these governments suffering from financial crisis, you would think that the smart thing would do is to take, let's say $1 billion and pump it into these cryptos, help pay for some of that debt that you got. But it's kind of hard for them to do that, considering they're all part of this New World Order movement, and their job is to crash the economy. The last thing they want to be doing is creating a bunch of millionaires because they need to get their butt out of a financial crisis. See what I mean? They'll cut off their own nose to spite their own face. So you guys have Bitcoin fans have that to look forward to. You can see already what it's doing to the Bitcoin market. 58,000 from 66,900. Well, let's see if it continues on this path. Remember, that was my prediction. So you have another ETF coming. Again, it still brings cryptocurrencies to the mainstream, which is good, but having to manipulate the market is not what you want. We've been waiting for a market crash, and we're paying attention to what's going over there in the Evergrande. But this is interesting. So China is urging Hoy to tap wealth. This is a guy that owns Evergrande. He's a billionaire. And they're saying, hey, buddy, you're going to have to use your own money to help bail out this company. That's the one thing you got to respect about China. Instead of making taxpayers bail it out, they're like, no, you people have made all this profit. Bail out your own damn company. That's what should be going on here. All those bankers that never went to jail because of the 2008 bailout, screw that. Make them give up their own money. They owe the taxpayer. So I do respect that about China. I'm not saying whether it's right or not, but in my opinion, you know what? It is right. I'm not saying they have to use up all their money, but if they're making $83 million payments per month and they're struggling to make one and you're a billionaire, how about you kick in 4 or 5 payments on that bad boy until your company can figure out how to get their crap together? So right now, China, like I said, China urges. You know what their idea of urge is? Throw your ass in jail and beat the crap out of you. They'll call that highly suggestive. So let's see if this actually happens, because if Evergrande goes down, along with what is the other company, second largest developing company now has missed their payment. It's just a matter of time before these things all start to collapse. Let's hope they can find a way to stall this while we get Shiba up to $1. What do you think, huh? I just want to bring this to your attention. Right now, they're going after the owner of the company, saying, do something. Cardano's founder, Charles Hoskinson, says the U.S. Treasury does everything in its power to kill crypto. Well, yeah, they don't want anything competing with its own dollar. That's like gold competing with the U.S. fiat dollar. They do everything they can to kill it. They do everything they can to manipulate the price. The thing with decentralized platform is they don't have very much say over how the cryptocurrency goes. But I can tell you one way they can get in there and start manipulating them is if they become a huge whale in cryptocurrencies. So if you can't fight them, why don't you join them? And if you're going to join them, why not be the biggest holder of cryptocurrencies and manipulate the market anytime you want? If they can't outlaw it, then they'll join. If they join, they're going to do it in a big way. But no, of course they're going to kill cryptos. They're trying to do that because they have the CBDC coming out. They don't want anything competing with its crypto with its own version of a digital dollar. So nobody should be surprised at this. The U.S. Treasury Department is doing all it can to shut down crypto assets. Cardano founder Charles Hoskin said late last week during his tour in Africa, he kicked off an event in Cape Town, South Africa, by saying he is not discouraged by the Treasury's efforts to limit the growing crypto community. Regulators have been scrutinizing the crypto industry more closely to safeguard against any money laundering, exploitation of investors, ransomware attacks, fraud, and disappearing coins, which is true. These things are part of the problem. That's why I'm saying if you're going to jump on Dogecoin, if you're going to jump on Shiba coin, then maybe you limit it to $100. It's discretionary funds. If you have discretionary funds, that's more than that. I told you, my friend, when back in April 20th, he had 500,000 discretionary funds. Man, okay, I can't imagine ever having that kind of money where you're like, I got discretionary funds. How much? About 500,000. That's discretionary? The best that I can hope for is I got about 5,000 discretionary funds. So yeah, you should expect this. U.S. Treasury and governments around the world who are all pushing us into that great reset, that CBDC. Again, must I remind you, Turtle Man.
Our analysis on CBDC, in particular for the use of general use, we tend to establish the equivalence with cash, and there is a huge difference there. For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill.
You heard him? He said the difference between the CBDC and cash is they have no idea who's using money, fiat dollars, paper dollars.
Today, a key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control.
You heard him right. The central bank will have absolute control of your money.
On the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability.
You are the central bank's liability. When you deposit your money in there, you become a liability to the bank. So he said when people have cash, they have no idea who's using it. With the CBDC, they will control how you can use your money. They're going to tell you what you can and can't spend your money on. That's what he's saying.
And also, we will have the technology to enforce that.
They will have the technology to force you to spend your money the way they want you to spend it. You heard that right. I bring Turtle Man in every now and then. Turtle Man said it best. That is the Bank of International Settlement. He is the big kahuna over there. They don't know who's handling cash or what they're doing with it. But with the central bank digital dollar, and trust me, that's going to be their marketing is, hey, we could stop criminals. We could stop traffickers. We could stop this. We could stop that. And people are going to go, yay, it makes our world safer. Yeah, it does. But trust me, they'll find other ways one way or another. But now they control your money 100%. If you don't do what they say, they stop you from using your money. You want to get the jab? No, I don't want to get the jab. You don't have access to your money. What? You have to show us proof that you got the jab. I don't want the jab. Don't care. I have to survive. I got kids. Don't care. I'm a single mother of 4 who's struggling to pay to die. That's not my problem. Go get the jab and you can have your money. $100 in Shiba right now might do you some good. Might change your life. We don't know for sure, but I'm just suggesting give it a try and we'll see what happens. Am I out of gold and silver? You nuts? No, that's never going to happen. Never. I'm talking about Shiba because right now I think everybody has an opportunity to benefit from it, and I want you all to benefit from it. So Jeff Bezos, if he teams up with Shiba, that would cause it to go up. If Robinhood starts putting Shiba and offering Shiba on its platform, that's going to make it go up. Also, we know that at the very least right now, more than half of the coins in circulation have been burnt, lowering the supply to half of what's listed. And we know on the Shiba platform, all the fees generated on that platform, which should encourage people to go over to the platform because the more fees, the more things you do there, the more tokens they burn. Burning lowers the supplies that are out there and things supply and demand. Anyways, that's it. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.